Listen carefully, because this is one of those moments that separates men who stay confused from men who finally understand what is really happening beneath the surface. She is nice to you. She smiles when you enter the room. She laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones you did not even think were funny yourself. She asks how your day was, remembers your name, and always seems warm and approachable. And because of that friendliness, you told yourself a story. You told yourself she is just polite. She is like this with everyone. She is just a nice person. But what if that explanation is the very thing blinding you to the truth? What if there is one very specific behavior she shows when you are not looking directly at her? One subtle action that flips the entire meaning of her friendliness. By the end of this video, when I reveal it, you are going to replay dozens of past interactions in your head and realize she has been doing it all along. And once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it. Here is the part most men never hear. When a woman is only mildly interested, she is often more obvious. She flirts openly, she laughs louder, she touches more freely. But when her attraction runs deep, when real emotional stakes are involved, her behavior often becomes quieter, more controlled, more carefully managed. This is not opinion. This is rooted in behavioral psychology. When attraction increases, the risk of rejection feels heavier. So instead of broadcasting interest, she protects herself. She dials back the obvious signals and replaces them with subtle ones that only a perceptive man will notice. This is why so many men end up stuck in the so-called friend zone with women who were never indifferent to them at all. They misread restraint as disinterest and walk away too early. But before we go deeper, you need to understand one crucial thing. Most men miss the window. There is a tiny window of time, sometimes only a few seconds long, where she gives a signal so clear that it is almost painful in hindsight. If you are not watching for it, you will miss it every single time. I am going to break down exactly when that moment happens, what it looks like, and how to recognize it without guessing. Stay with me, because I am going to walk you through 7 unmistakable signs that separate casual friendliness from genuine attraction. As we go through them, count how many she shows around you. And later, I am going to expose one behavior involving her phone that is so obvious once you understand it, yet completely invisible to men who are not looking for it. If she shows even 3 of these signs consistently, research on attraction patterns suggests there is a very high probability she is waiting for you to step up. If she shows all 7, understand this clearly. Interest like that does not last forever. It expires when inaction drags on too long. Now let us begin. Sign number 1, she finds reasons to extend time with you. She is not blowing up your phone constantly. She is not chasing aggressively. Instead, she waits until the moment you are about to leave. You grab your jacket. You say you should get going. And suddenly she says something casual that changes the flow. Wait, before you go, I actually wanted to ask you something. Or she says she is about to grab food and asks if you want to join. These moments are not random. They are deliberate attempts to keep you near just a little longer. The key detail most men miss is consistency. Does this happen often when you are about to part ways? If yes, she is not just being polite. She is creating more shared time because proximity to you feels good to her nervous system. And here is the bonus detail that reveals even more. Watch her eyes when she makes that offer. If she holds eye contact longer than normal while waiting for your response, she is not just asking a question. She is testing whether you will choose to stay. Sign number 2, she remembers impossibly small details about you. Not the big obvious things everyone remembers, but the tiny throwaway comments you barely remember saying yourself. You mentioned liking a specific band weeks ago, and she casually brings it up. You once complained about a work project, and days later she asks how it turned out. This matters because the human brain prioritizes information connected to emotional importance. Psychological research shows that people retain significantly more details about individuals they are romantically interested in compared to casual acquaintances. So, when she remembers details you did not emphasize, your brain should take note. This is her mind tagging you as important. A simple test you can run is this. Casually mention something minor about yourself that does not matter much. See if she brings it up later. If she does, that information stayed with her because you stayed with her. Sign number 3. She mirrors your energy and behavior. This is known as the chameleon effect. When two people feel connected, their nervous systems subconsciously sync. You lean back, and moments later, she does the same. You lower your voice, and she matches your tone. You become more animated, and she lights up with you. The key is not that she mirrors everyone. The key is that she mirrors you more than others. Most people get her default energy. You get a reflection of yourself. Try this. Mid-conversation, intentionally shift your energy. Go from playful to calm, from excited to grounded. If she follows your shift within half a minute, her attention is locked on you. That is not casual rapport. That is subconscious alignment. Sign number 4, she uses a phrase that sounds like rejection but is often the opposite. You are such a good friend. Many men hear this and mentally give up. But in many cases, this phrase is not a door closing. It is a shield. It is a way for her to protect herself from vulnerability while still staying close. How do you tell the difference between real friend zone and defensive attraction? You look at what happens after the phrase. Does she pull away completely? Does she stop engaging? Or does she continue extending time, remembering details, mirroring your energy, and showing curiosity about your life? If her actions continue to show interest while her words play it safe, believe the actions. Words can be defensive. Behavior is honest. Sign number 5. She becomes subtly territorial when other women are around. Another woman laughs at your joke or gives you attention. Suddenly, her behavior shifts. She might grow quieter or more animated. She might move closer to you or find a reason to insert herself into the interaction. This is not random. This is jealousy expressed through behavior rather than words. Watch what happens in group settings. If she positions herself closer to you when another woman enters or finds ways to reclaim your attention, her body is revealing interest she is not ready to verbalize. Sign number 6. She creates inside jokes and shared references with you. These small moments build an us versus them dynamic, a private world that only the two of you understand. When she brings these references up in groups, it is often a subtle way of highlighting your connection to others and pulling your focus back to her. It is an attention anchor disguised as humor. Sign number 7. She asks about your type in a casual way. It sounds innocent, but she is gathering data. And what matters most is what happens after you answer. Does she remember it? Does she subtly align with it over time? Does her mood shift if she thinks she does not match it? If she asks, she cares. Now here is the behavior I promised to reveal. Watch what she does with her phone when she is around you. When she is not interested, her phone is a shield. When she is interested, her phone becomes an excuse. She checks it, then puts it away quickly. She angles the screen down. She pretends to read something while watching you through her peripheral vision. This is not distraction. This is nervous energy. Now understand this. Attraction is not about guessing. It is about reading patterns. If she shows several of these signs, she is not just being friendly. She is creating openings. And your job is not to rush or pressure. It is to respond with calm leadership. Because attraction grows where safety and confidence meet. If this opened your eyes, support the channel and stay tuned. Because next time I am breaking down exactly what to say and do when you spot these signs so you do not hesitate again.